Hi everybody, Ben here from Art Less Ordinary. So I'm going to do something. I have brought a new product. I have brought Jesmonite this time. So last time I had the Jesmonite, which is kind of slightly different. So this time I've brought Jesmonite, and I want to see what the difference is between them. So I've got this from a local company in my state in Western Australia. And this is my first time using it at all, so no practice or anything, just get straight into it. What I'm going to do is I have 100 grams of powder, 125 grams of powder and 50 grams of the liquid. I am going to add a tiny little amount of black paint from Holcroft. I'm adding it into the water for now, into the liquid for now. And I'm going to give that a good stir. All I really want this to do is just to give it a little bit of colour. Okay, so normally I use a mica paint. This Holcroft one is not actually mixing through as easily. It might do once I add the powder. Let's just go for it, add the powder, see how it goes. So I'm going to do a pyramid, and then I've also got, everyone loves my little starfish, so I've got another one. And I've just got two little things, love hearts, and I've got this coaster just in case I have extra. I don't think I will, so I might just put that aside for the moment and move these in a bit more better spot. But what we want to do is pour the powder into the liquid. So one thing I did find with the Jesmonite was it was really runny, thick. So, and when I've seen people use Jesmonite, it actually seems to have a bit more of a runnier consistency. So I'm hoping that this is going to give me that consistency that I'm actually looking for. Already it feels much more easier to work with. So stirring it up well, scrape the side of my stick, make sure that I've incorporated everything I can. So I am going to add a little bit more colour. It's a little bit too light still for what I want. So I'm using this brand paint because I thought it was going to be a little bit easier to work with than that big bottle of 2 litre Montmartre that I have. Okay, so that's giving me a nice light grey. Now I'll show you exactly what my plan is. So my plan for today, which I'm going to move this and I'm going to put that there. My plan is to make a pyramid, but I want to layer it. Okay, so now I've done that colour. I want to add a little bit more black. Darken this up a little bit more. So in the future, I'm going to get proper pigment Jesmonite powders. But for the moment, I'm just using what I've got, just until I get a bit more practice with the products. So now I just want to layer this on top. I think that's trying to put in a rough, even-ish layer each time I do another colour. Got another, darken it up. So now another little drip. I'm just trying to make it different shades darker each time I add something. Probably going to get 2 more coloured layers, so I'm going to go a little bit more. So each time I add it, I just have to stir it all through, incorporate it properly, and then do that other layer. Okay. Now, for the last bit, I'm actually going to get my matte paint out, just because I want it to get a little bit more darker than what it is. I want the base to have that kind of deepness about it. So a bit of a dollop. There we go. Hopefully this will darken it right up to the point where I want it to be at. So I just knocked something over. Okay, that's going to be deep enough for me right now. Now we'll do the starfish. So this is a lot easier to work with. Its consistency is more what I want it to be. The Jesmonite was coming out just way too thick. And now I'm just putting in a layer in that love heart. And that one. So I do have leftover, but I don't have leftover enough to do the co-star. Let me just push a bit of that towards these points. I'm just going to have to go in and put this in something. What do I do? What do I do? I'm just going to go in with the love hearts, I think. I can feel the consistency starting to change, but it's a lot smoother of the way that it's changing its consistency compared to that Jesmonite I had. The Jesmonite was just, it was thickening up in a very heavy, chunky way. This here just feels like it's just getting a bit thicker in a normal way. It's hard to explain. It just feels like it's thickening up in general, not clumping up. It's going to have to do. That love heart's not quite full, but oh well. Now I better tap these because I want to get these bubbles out. So this pyramid's hard because it doesn't have a stand. It's just the way that it is. So I just got to make sure I don't tip it over. Alright, that's going to do for now. Now we'll do my starfish. So I've got a lot of good hopes and promises about this Jesmonite. I think this is going to turn out exactly the way I've been wanting it to. So this starfish I coated in the interference blue again. Now with the love hearts. This one I just put some silver leaf in, but the top one I didn't paint in mica powder, I just tapped it in, so it was loosely in there, and I used interference blue and interference violet just to see how that turns out. Okay, there's not much more I can do with this now. So the pyramid I have layered, so hopefully I get that kind of cool layered tone to it. This one I painted in the interference, and this one I sprinkled interference, like just dusted it, and this one here I put in gold leaf. And these are all the Jesmonite, and I've just used normal house paint to, I mean not house paint, acrylic paint to colour them to see how they turn out. Now we just have to wait. Sorry, I knocked something over, so I was just picking it up. So now we just have to wait and see how they turn out. But I've got really good hopes for this, so cross our fingers that we get something really cool. So we will be back when they are hardened, which would be, I'm going to leave it probably an hour. All right, catch you soon. Bye. All right, we're back for the unveiling or the demolding, whichever we want to call this. So let's start off with the starfish, because the starfish is always a popular one. Looks good. So it's been, I think it's been about 2 hours because I was a little bit busy doing housework. Awesome. Turned out just the way I like it. Seems to have picked up more of the mica in this Jesmonite. So I'm not going to touch it too much because I think sometimes it needs a little bit of air on it to dry this part of the surface. But I don't know if you guys can see, but it's nice and shiny. The colours really got grabbed onto it, so happy with that. Now we have the love hearts. I won't bother about demolding the 3 plain ones straight away because they're just plain. But we're going to do this one here. I'm just being careful because so this one here is where I just dusted a little bit of the interference colours onto it. Ooh, cool. That's nice. So in the right light, So I've actually just got a little bit on the brush and just went tap, 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 and just sprinkled a bit of the two interference colours, the interference blue and interference violet. And some bits it's got a bit thicker, some bits a little bit thinner, but that has actually come out really nice. I like that. All of these I will take out and do a video in the sunshine once I've demolded them. So this one here is where I added gold, silver foil. Yeah, it's picking up a lot more better. Alright, that's pretty cool. Looks like it's grabbed onto that quite nicely. So all as I did is just put little bits in. I don't like to overdo it. I just wanted some in there just to have, I wanted the black heart, but I just wanted something so it just wasn't a plain black heart. That's actually turned out quite good. There's a couple of tiny little air bubbles, but I don't mind that. I find it makes it look like it's homemade, because it is. So now the pyramid, which we did the different layering of the different colours. So this one I'm really excited about. I've only used this pyramid once before. Don't know how exactly to unmold it, to be quite honest. Because I'm trying to be careful. Oh, that is perfect. So the only issue, tiny little bubble at the point, so it's not got a super point. This one here, I can't squeeze it very much at the tip, because it's very thick at the base, so I can't give it a really good squeeze. But look at that layering effect. But it's not complete layer, layer, layer. They blend a little bit, and that's exactly what I wanted. I'm really, really happy with this. So I'm going to get some more which are larger in size, because I think these would actually look quite good on it as like a feature on a table or something. But really happy. Can you guys see how you've got the lighter grey, then it just gets darker and darker? There's probably a bit of a difference between the base and the other colours. I was trying to grade it slower, but then I got to the bottom, but I wanted it to be more darker. So I probably could have just done that one tone lighter and then made these darker. But even that, I'm super happy with that. Just got to work out how I can get that tip to be. What I might have to do is when I put the first colour in, I might just have to poke a little skewer down into the tip just to see if I can push that bubble out. But I love this, super happy. So and it's nice and smooth. It feels marbly type of thing. Really, really like this Jesmonite. I found it's got a better texture than this Jesmonite that I got. I brought the Jesmonite because it was a little package. Saw it on sale at the online art shop, so I thought I'd just get a bag and see what I thought of it, and I enjoyed it that much that I've decided to go get proper Jesmonite, and really, really pleased. So I'm going to have to do more experimenting with these, but look at this layering that it gives. Awesome. So I will take these outside. I will do one in the sunlight and show you what they look like, but I'm overall super happy. So big thumbs up for Jesmonite. All right, so I'll stop it and I'll see you out in the sun. All right, so I'm outside now. So I'm trying to balance everything. So let's start off with this one here. If I can get the light right on it. This is the one I just dusted mica into it. So I just dusted a little bit of interference violet and a bit of interference blue. I can't see it lighting up in the camera. It's really, really beautiful. The colours and the reflection. Sorry, I haven't got a steady spot in the sun where I can actually do this properly. Let me see what I can do. So can you see that beautiful? So I've just dusted it, so you get the larger pieces and then the more powdery pieces there, but that is absolutely stunning. I love this. Now we have the one that I put silver flakes in. So really nice and reflective. The flakes are in there, so they're not coming out. So, oops. And this is pretty good for just being done a couple of hours ago. So I'm really happy with that, and I like this shape. Now we have our interference blue starfish. So this is just really popular. Everyone that I showed the photos of loves this. So I'm going to make extra so I can give some away. But really nice. The colours stuck in there. This is one that nice and hard. So this is one that I just painted on an interference blue. And yeah, really pleased. Now my favourite, I love the love heart too, but look at this pyramid. Let me turn around. So the point's got that one little bubble. I got to try to figure out how to stop that. But this pyramid is stunning. All those different layers you get with it. So all as I did is I just did a lighter color, and then I just kept adding more pigment, and then doing another little layer, but still while it was all one piece, like wet, so they blended into each other, and I really love that. So I'm going to walk off down into the shade. So it's still winter here in Western Australia, but we're getting beautiful spring-like days now, so they may not stay, so take them as we get them. Okay, so here we are in the shade. So look at those colours, and I've only got a couple of interferences because I don't have a lot, but I wish I had more. So interference blue and interference violet just dusted. I think I put more blue than violet in it, but again, that colour's in there, that's not coming out. So I'm gonna drill a hole into that and turn this into a pendant. I'm probably gonna have to drill it soon before it gets too hard. And the silver in the shade. Oops, I've got a bit of dirt on there. There we go. But again, see a couple of tiny little air bubbles. Don't worry me at all. They add to the homemade feel of it. Like, it is homemade. It's not made in a factory. It's a homemade piece. So that's how it's supposed to have that feel to it. The interference starfish, which I got to learn how to paint the sides a little bit more evenly. But I like this. These are really nice. And the pyramid. Look how beautiful that is. I think this is my favourite side. It feels more flowy. But really like this. So I'm just going to sand off these little corners, these edges, so they're not too sharp. And yeah, but these are really firm already. So I love Jesmonite. I feel like I can do a piece of work and actually see the end result that day, not have to wait for it to fully harden up before I can unmold it. But this would look nice in a few different colors, but I'm a grey person, so this would suit my place well. But yeah, really thrilled. So I hope you guys like this, and yeah, we will see you soon for another artwork. I'm not sure what I'm actually going to do soon. I need to do an acrylic pour soon, but we'll see. Thanks very much. Have a good night. Bye.